What's up, everybody? Will here at Project Move. Today we're doing a little recovery. I'm going to be doing it with you. We're going to do about a 30-minute series, and I just want you to know that with this series, you don't have to do what I'm doing in every single way, right? You can take one of these drills and just do it, especially because I'm going to go upper body, lower body today, and a little bit of spine. Use what feels right to you for that day, right? You don't have to do this whole series. The whole idea behind this is that we're just taking care of our bodies, helping them to recover a little bit, and helping create these new ranges of motion that'll help you perform better and also feel better in and out of the gym, right? So opening up these new ranges and working kind of the deeper layers of tissue are gonna really help your joints to feel stronger and even last longer, so they're not under this like consistent tension, right? So what we're first gonna do, we're gonna start with this dragon pose, right? I'm gonna put one foot on my hand and the inside arm, and I'm gonna press that knee away, right? Now with this, because it's gonna be a recovery series, I'm not gonna be really thinking about perfect positioning. I'm really thinking about how deep of a stretch can I get comfortably. I like to say we're trying to get comfortably uncomfortable here, right? So we're gonna spend about 2 minutes here, okay? And here I just want you to start breathing, right? Bring some awareness into your breath. Again, my foot, as you can see, is straight, but it doesn't have to be. I can turn my foot out a little bit, I can lean into that hip some, I can turn my foot in a little bit, and I can also open that heel just a little bit. I'm not going all the way over here. But again, I'm just trying to hang out here, take some deep breaths and see if I can get the body to relax. 2 minutes is the prescription here. We're working on the hip capsule, maybe even into the groin a little bit for you if you're feeling tight there. We're really working a really awesome squat position, right? So if you spend a long day squatting, either at a high intensity or high load or a high volume of both, then this is gonna be a great one to just do right afterwards, right? Dragon position for 2 minutes. Taking deep breaths, seeing if I can sink into the position a little bit. Man, that leaf blower is super relaxing out there. Just hanging out. We've got about 30 seconds left in this position. Again, trying to let my abdominal go, trying to sink deeper into this position, trying to recognize any places that I'm trying to hold tension or attempting to hold on to anything tight. Talking through this isn't the easiest, but yogis do it, so can I, right? Definitely feel this through the groin and in through my hamstrings. Probably a little tight there. So that's about 2 minutes. I'm just gonna come up, I'm gonna switch legs, okay? So right leg comes up, left leg, notice I'm shifting it as far behind me as I can. I really don't wanna be in this position here, right? I'm really trying to pull that leg as far out of the way. Inside elbow, push the knee to the outside, and again, I'm gonna spend about 2 minutes right here. This hip is a little tighter, and you know what, that's okay. Little asymmetry. We're all going to be a little asymmetric. The idea isn't to be perfect, the idea is to get better, right? So just become aware of your tight areas. Start to recognize them. Don't judge them, just realize that that's a tight area of the body that could use a little bit more love, right? And that's what we're doing right now. It's applying a little bit of love into the system. We're about 30 seconds in, just a little bit over. Let's keep hanging out. Trying to bring awareness to the breath. See if you can allow your body to relax around it. Some of these positions can be a little bit uncomfortable, if you will, and just keep reminding yourself that you're doing this to get better, right? You're doing this so you can be better in the gym. This is a practice that's about enjoying and respecting where your body's at. It's not about forcing anything that you don't want out of it, right? So just allow it to relax, appreciate where it's at, and I bet it'll give you a little bit more range. All right, guys, we're gonna come out of that nice and easy, nice and slow. Drag the foot out. I'm gonna take my shoes off because that just feels better to take the shoes off. So now that the shoes are off, let's move to the shoulders. I'm gonna put my arms straight out in front of me. This one's kind of like a child's pose. What's gonna happen is my hips are gonna stay high. I'm about at a 90-degree angle here. And I'm just gonna put my head to the ground. And I'm really trying to just push my chest through. Working shoulder flexion here, working good thoracic extension. Here I'm gonna take some deep breaths and we're gonna hang out for about 1 minute here, guys. You feel the system starting to open for you, you can bring your head up and put your chin against the mat. And if not, that's okay. Here I'm just showing you the shapes. Feel free to move within them as needed as to what feels right for you. Good, I'm gonna slowly come out of there. Okay, so next what I'd like to do is I actually wanna work the spine a little bit. So we're gonna work the spine into flexion and extension here today. So let's start with some spinal extension. This one, I'm sure you've seen it. They refer to it as the cobra. I've also seen it called, or heard it called, the seal, and also Sphynx. So if this is too intense, we can come down to 2 forearms. And here again, I'm just relaxing. 2 forearms down, hanging out here. And then maybe after you feel pretty good, again, we're gonna be here for about 2 minutes. After you feel good, if you think that you can come up into a full seal or full cobra position, then go ahead and make that happen. But again, I'm just showing you the shapes. I want you guys to stay comfortable right here with whatever it is that you're doing, okay? Or comfortably uncomfortable. Recognize the breath, where are you tight. Notice I open up my hands and I use them more as like a base here. Really trying not to over effort into any of these positions. We're about 30 seconds in. We're just hanging out. Got about 30 seconds left, guys. Stay relaxed. Focus on your breath, on your breathing. Good. Slowly coming out of there. Nice and easy. Now what we're going to do is we're going to work a little bit of spinal flexion while we also are able to work the groin. So I'm going to open my legs up to where as far as I can. This is the one that I could use the most help with, but I'm working on it. So as I'm opening up here, all I'm going to do is I'm just going to fold forward, okay? This one, I'm not looking to be super active, right? But this is far. As you can see, I obviously need some help here because this is as far as I can go. So this is a big one for me. Another way to do this is I can sit up nice and tall and kind of push my way in, but that one's a little bit more active than I would care to do, especially during this recovery day, right? That's a great drill to have kind of either pre or post workout when your sympathetic nervous system is still at skyrocket or you're trying to bring it up. But right now we're trying to be chill and we're just hanging with that parasympathetic nervous system. So again, you're just still hanging out here with me and we're gonna hang out here for about 2 minutes. You're probably already about 30 seconds in, so maybe this is about a 3-minute hold for you, right? So we're just gonna hang out, trying to relax, seeing if we can get deeper each time. If you want to, you can get like a medicine ball or something out in front of you to kind of hold and kind of allow you to slightly pull you forward. But if not, just free is totally fine. You can see I extend my arms out in front of me. And I'm not trying to pull myself in, just allowing myself to find a comfortably uncomfortable position to where I can relax, right? Good job, guys. Still hanging, still breathing. Almost through this one. We've got about 20 seconds left. Slowly coming out of there. I still want to work this hip. This next one, we're going to start working on this kind of hip flexion. So from this position, if you can see where my legs are at, I'm nice and tall. What I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this back foot with that same hand, right? Now from here, I can already start to feel a stretch of extension. If this is where you're at today, that's totally fine, right? So I'm going to keep this glute minimally tight, finding a little bit of tension there. I'm actually feeling pretty open today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my other foot out in front. I'm going to switch hands. So I'm going to bring my opposite hand, my left hand to my right foot, and I'm going to pull my way, my right elbow down to the ground. See how that works? Now here I can definitely feel a much better stretch, really trying to keep the heel towards the hips. And I'm just going to hang out here, finding some deep breaths. The deeper I can press into that hip, the farther I go down, the more of a stretch I'm going to feel. As before, we've got another 2 minutes here, guys. Another 2 minutes. Bromwad likes to call this one Twisted Dragon. I like that name. Twisted Dragon. And again, to get the benefit of this, you don't have to be nearly this deep, right? I'm showing you the shape. You get to listen to your body and do what feels right for you. We are just over a minute, guys. Keep hanging out. If you're staying with me, you're doing great. Remember to remind yourself that your body's one hell of a machine, that you're here to take care of it and show it that you actually care about the way that it feels. Remind yourself that you do too. The better you feel, the more you feel. The more you feel, the more you move, right? Slowly come out of that side, drop the leg down, and we're going to reset. Again, let me show you this setup. So other side, I'm going to bring my leg up. I'm going to grab it with the same side to start, right? Ooh, I can already feel that this side's a little bit tighter. So I'm going to spend just a little bit more time here. Now that I'm feeling better, I'm going to take my opposite hand, feeling a little bit more open. Scoot back so you guys can see. Take my opposite hand, and then I'm going to start working into some depth on the opposite side. And notice I bring my hip with me. I don't let it go, right? So I really keep that heel towards the hip. I'm going to hang out here for about another minute and a half, 90 seconds here. Trying to relax as much as possible. Bring your awareness back to your breath. As we begin to fidget, the body starts to take as what we're doing is threatening, right? When the body feels under threat, it tenses up. So if we can get good at staying still, coming back to our breath, the body starts to relax and give us more range of motion. That's the goal here. We're almost there, guys. Keep hanging out. Everybody's doing great. Slowly release the leg. Bring it down to the ground. Good. Now, this one's one of my favorites. Super helpful with that kind of anterior structure of the chest. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay my hands out like this, okay? One of my thumbs, and I'll kind of show you, I can play around with this a little bit, but I want them straight out at about 90 degrees, okay? I'm going to bring my foot over, and I'm just going to hang out here, okay? I'm going to hang here for about 1 minute. Now what I can do is I can rotate my hand where my thumb is down. That's a different line. And I can stretch that. I can push my pinky to the ground. Very not a ton of activity. Very easily pushing the hand to the ground. Taking deep breaths into the chest. If you want to, you can also walk your hand up a little bit. Notice I came out of that stretch into like a snatch grip position. And I can kind of rotate onto that. Feel that one through the chest a little bit more. Take some deep breaths. Also, I can bring the hand around to my back, and that really helps open up my chest. Good, I'm just gonna switch sides here. Other hand fans out. I'm just gonna move to the other side. We've got a little back crack. I like to call those free adjustments. We're gonna hang out for 1 minute here. You're gonna allow the body to relax. Find a position that's comfortably uncomfortable. All right, slowly coming out of that one. And that's nice. Look at that. That was only 20 minutes of work, something to do each day. Now, with this, what I'll do is I'll put up some links of some really great recovery websites, right? So there's a lot of information and really great ideas today. I just wanted to show you some of the things that you can do all by yourself, right? Quick little openings, little stretches that'll really allow your body to feel better as it's going into the next workout, going into the weekend, or if you're on your recovery days, right? 20 minutes of work is not very much. And again, what you can do with this is you can add 1 or 2 of those drills in, and then it becomes 4 or 8 minutes long. And just to keep the body feeling good, keep those ranges of motion open, because the body gets really tight after a workout because it's trying to help itself recover, help it stay open, help with that circulation, do all the great things for your body to help it with recovery, all right? These are just a couple ideas. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. I'll always be putting more recovery stuff up here for you guys, probably just simple drills and ideas, or maybe a little bit more of this. Kind of like the full body, how I would kind of work my routine in for that day. I hope you guys are having an awesome day. Take care of those bodies, and we'll see you soon. Bye, everybody.